Okay, I'm recording. Go ahead and tell us what happened.
Alright, well, back in August, I got a speeding ticket here in Missouri. I just went to school at, and went to court on a bunch of arraignment. I told the judge I didn't understand why I was pleading if there's no evidence against me to plead. Whatever he didn't know what I was talking about. He gave me a court date, so November I went and checked in with the clerk before you go in the courtroom, and they told me that they wanted me to wait in the lobby and the prosecutor wanted to talk to me. So I waited. This was at like 6:30 at night, and I literally waited till everyone was in the courtroom and had their case heard till it was like 11:30 at night before I was the only one left in the whole building. And I went in there, my friend was with me, and they closed the courtroom door behind me, and he wasn't allowed in. And so I thought it was crazy. And the judge, I'll say his name, it was Judge Barklage in St. Charles, Missouri, if anyone knows him. And he was basically, he started asking the prosecutor all these questions, and I was like, well, you gotta swear us under oath. And he was like,
Yep.
We don't need to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And he just wanted to get out of there. And he heard the prosecutor's story, and then he wanted to hear mine, and I was like, well, I filed a motion to dismiss, and it was just brief. I didn't, before I really talked to you, I didn't really know how to file a proper motion. And he was like, oh, I didn't read it. And he just read it real quick, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to deny it, move on. And I was like, well, why did you deny it? And he was like, oh, it doesn't make sense, move on. And I was like, well, can you please, state for the record, findings, facts, and conclusions of law as to why my motion was denied. And then, he just kept saying, no, I don't understand it, and it didn't make sense. And then, so, started asking the cop questions, and immediately every single question that I asked the cop, the prosecutor objected to it, and it was sustained by the judge. So I even asked the cop at one point to read the ordinance number which I was charged with, and I was objected to, and I asked the judge why was that. He said it was irrelevant, and I said, how is what I'm being charged with irrelevant to why I'm here, And he's like, it just is, and I kept questioning him, and I said, do you have an oath? Do you have to uphold your oath for the Constitution? He was like, I'm not on trial here. He's like, you don't need to ask me questions. And I was like, well, if you don't swear an oath, then how do I know you're a real judge? And he was like, well, they gave me this cool black robe. And he thought he was, so cool because he was the one with the robe and making all the decisions. And I kept asking, at one point I even asked the cop what his favorite color was, and that wasn't objected to. I thought it had nothing to do with anything. And anyway, I kept on with my paperwork, and I was reading some Supreme Court stuff and all that, and he told me it didn't make sense, and
yeah.
He was like, oh, you're just reading stuff, and I was like, well, don't you have to be in compliance with the United States Code? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, is this a private courtroom? And he was like, it's my courtroom. And he's like, if you ask another stupid question, I'll handcuff you and put you in a holding cell. And I was like, oh, well, did I violate a law? Did I break a law? And he was like, you need to proceed. Do you understand me? And I said, no, I don't understand. And at that point, he told me I need to hurry up and finish with whatever I had to say. And he said he already made up his mind a long time ago. So found me guilty. I appealed. Then I went to circuit court, and that judge there was a real professional, and filed my motions. I went to court. We had to continue it for a month because gave a copy to the prosecutor. She didn't bother to bring him. She told the judge she remembered me dropping him off, and she didn't have my file with her.
But you had copies, right?
And, really, I had copies
there you
of everything.
Yeah.
And the judge basically told her, you need to come more prepared next time and take your job more seriously. And which I thought was good, and I came back. And, filed my motions that you helped me with, and started reading them. The first one was, notice the prosecutor never signed the ticket, and the judge asked the prosecutor why, and his response was, well, we only cite them for DUIs.
Yep.
And then I said, well, is there a statute saying, you only have to sign them for DUIs? Or I was like, it's my understanding you have to sign them for every infraction because that little box is there on all tickets.
Yep.
And the judge was like, yeah, this can only be initiated information when the prosecutor signs it.
Yep.
And he's like, we don't live in a police state, which, kind of do, but he said, by the officer signing it doesn't make it information.
Yep.
And then read all my other ones and everything, and a couple weeks later, we went ahead and set a court date just in case, and he said he had to look further into my case, and he said he would send me a letter, but he wanted to go ahead and make a court date just in case. But he sent me this letter, and it says, handwritten, it says, findings and facts and conclusions of law judgment. I said, defendant's motion to dismiss is sustained. This case is dismissed. The court finds, as a matter of fact, that the charging instrument is not signed. Supreme Court rule provides that a municipal ordinance violation case be initiated by information. The court concludes, as a matter of law, that an unsigned uniform citation is not information, and that the court has no jurisdiction to proceed since the case has never been initiated in the first place. Costs assessed to plaintiff.
Yep.
So ordered, Judge Ted House. So that was my story, and got a hold of you, and you gave me a bunch of information, helped me out, and and I won.
Well, I'm glad you won, man. You know what? One of the main things that I was very impressed was with your video that you had posted where you were asking the cop logical questions, and I know
right. And if people want to watch it, called "Cop Doesn't Know the Law." It's like a 10-minute video of me getting pulled over. That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, and that's how I contacted you. I said, hey, this guy, he's not stupid. He's asking questions, and the cop looked like he was confused. So that's why I got a hold of you, because I realized that you weren't scared to ask basic questions. And if you're not scared to do that when you're getting stopped, I knew that you would ask questions in court, because that's it's a lot easier to do it there and grill the judges and commissioners. So.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with asking questions at a traffic stop.
Yeah, and I'm glad once again that you won, man. It's really good, and we have like about a minute left before I have to stop. And so if there's any last thing you want to say to the people out there that are watching your video right now.
Yeah, what you're doing, helping people. I mean, I don't see how it could ever lose, because you're using the law. It's totally legal. It's not some scam, and it's really the other way around. What police do, and when you really look into it, I mean, that's the real scam. And I don't think I'll ever hire a lawyer. I spent about 3 months, really looking at stuff and talking to you, and now I'm glad I did it, you know.
Yeah, and I want to thank you.
Now,
I want to thank you for doing that.
like, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad I got a hold of you. I think it was from when I posted that video, and I'd seen a couple of yours, and I told you to check out mine, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to stop the video now, though. But thanks again for making the video.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.